what do you do when you own a cleaning company? You've got a cleaner out in the field and they arrive and it looks like this. Well, you can turn this into a 5-star review, and I'm going to show you exactly how to do it. So first off, this is the Convert Labs community. That's what you're seeing on your screen right now. I'm Victoria. I don't work for Convert Labs, but I use Convert Labs to run our cleaning company. Our cleaning company is called Oak Bay Clean. Convert Labs is the software we use as well as the community we use in order to know what we're doing. The software helps us with our website. It's our scheduling system. It's how we know where the cleaners are, how we invite them to jobs. It basically runs our business. So this is the booking page. I'm just going to walk you through what this is from a client's point of view. They type in first name, last name, email address, phone number, and then they're going to put in their service address. So where are we cleaning? They choose what it is. So in this case, this was a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, move in, move out. They had pets. They added 1 window. So a move in, move out, for those of you who are new to this industry, it includes inside the fridge, inside the oven, baseboards, spot cleaning of walls. It's basically a top to bottom clean. Oh, inside cupboards as well. But it doesn't include windows because we need to know how many windows there are in order to price it accurately. And then they go over here and they choose their day. Now, because we use Convert Labs, we have our live availability here. Then these are questions that I have actually learned over time that I am constantly asking these same questions every single time somebody books. So I wrote these. Convert Labs does allow you to personalize your booking form. I was asked, do you have pets? Yes or no? And then we add on the pet fee if they do. Will you be home? Is there a code for access? You would not believe how many people don't even think about this. And it is a fairly important question. You do need to know, how are we getting inside the home? And then this question here, usually this is called deep cleans. So Jen and I, my sister and I who run this company, we knew we needed to stop calling them deep cleans because we were getting negative feedback from people saying, well, when I booked a deep clean, I expect. And so they weren't reading our checklists. They weren't, it's just like, I think deep clean means, and then X, Y, and Z. And so we realized it wasn't actually a cleaning issue, it was a communication issue. And so I changed the language to first time clean. And then I define it. So I define it as a home that hasn't been cleaned professionally in the last 30 days. So it's a very easy question for them to answer. I highly recommend changing your language to say first time clean instead of deep clean. Up to you. I know the majority of people still call it a deep clean. I just think that's asking for negative feedback. Our negative feedback went from about 2% of clients complaining down to like 0.5% of our clients complain. So, take that as you will. And then anything else we should know. And then they add a credit card. So once they book, I want to write a custom email that tells them exactly what they've booked and defines what our boundaries are. Now, I've created this custom GPT, so it knows who is our ideal customer. What are they interested in? How much money do they make? What are their values? Like it's a highly detailed document. If I didn't train it, it would give me a very generic answer. Now, before you panic and think, well, I don't know how to do that, when you join the Convert Labs community, there's going to be a link below where you can join for free for 30 days. And then you're going to get access to this whole community of people. And on the left-hand side, under resources, I have a workshop that I gave for free to our community called How to Use AI Better for Onboarding Clients. And that's where I open the kind of behind the scenes of our business and I give them the documents that they need. So if that's your jam, please do, join. Again, I don't work for Convert Labs, but I use Convert Labs and it is a very important part of how we run our business. So I give back when I can to the community because that's how I've learned everything. So I recommend you do the same when you get going. Anyway, so here is my custom GPT. And I would then say date. This is a GPT that only I have access to, by the way, so this is not available publicly. And so it's using our template. This is really important here. If you don't tell them that you're going to put a hold on their card, they're going to panic and they're going to think, oh, they've already charged my card and they haven't even come to clean the house yet. How dare they? So we just get ahead of it by really spelling it out for them. We spell out, let me know, how do I do the parking if it's not already in your form? We spell out exactly what we clean. This is important. The home must be completely empty. You would not believe the number of times, if you don't tell them that, how the cleaners are going to be freaking out because the moving truck hasn't even arrived yet. They're still packing. They're still moving. They're not ready for cleaning. So you have to be very clear here. Your home needs to be empty. Full stop. We don't mess around. We're only charging $79 for same-day cancellation. They lose their minds when we say we're going to do this because they're like, well, what am I going to do? And we just go, well, it's not on us that the moving truck didn't show up on time, you know? And so I say it much nicer, and I use my custom GPT to say that, by the way, because it's nicer than I am. When move outs, this is where I need to remind it. Even though I have a custom GPT and I fully trained it and it knows what to say, it still makes mistakes, just like a human being if I hired a virtual assistant. So I still have to give them reminders. It's annoying, but it's just part of it. So I'm going to remind it. Can you also add that the estimate is based on a home that is well maintained? If we arrive and it needs more attention, we will adjust the price accordingly. Okay, so now it's going to give me an update. Okay, so this section here is really important. It's funny that it says tidy because for moving out, it's empty, but whatever, I could fix that after. But the point is, I need this line in here. It needs to be close to the top because they're going to be skim reading this probably on their phones, right? So it needs to be understood that this is an estimate. This isn't a guarantee. That's basically it. Then let's say we arrive and it's in really bad shape. Now the cleaner has arrived. So now the cleaner has arrived and it's in really bad shape. Let's estimate that it's going to take 9 to 10 hours to clean, which is going to cost a lot of money. Write the email and SMS to prepare the client, give them the option to cancel if needed. So, hi, our cleaner just arrived at and we wanted to let you know that the space is in much heavier condition than expected. Based on what we're seeing, it's going to take approximately 9 to 10 hours of detailed work to bring it up to a professional move out. This goes beyond our estimate. If you'd like us to proceed, okay, it didn't actually talk about the hourly price. There we go. Okay, so from, what was it, $300 before, approximately, I think it was, yeah, $320. So from $320, we're now doubling the estimate, which is totally fair. This needs double the amount of time, double the amount of L grease, the emotional labor that goes into cleaning something like this. So we give them this. If that's outside, you're welcome to cancel. It's not true, it's $79. So this is good that this is happening while I'm recording this. So you can see there are limitations to your custom GPT. It knows we charge a $79 cancellation charge. It's just glitching out right now. Totally fine. I would then type in, hey, remember it's $79 to cancel. It fixes it. This is tedious and it is annoying. I can switch the GPT now and now this is a paid version, by the way. This is, I think, $20 a month, this GPT. And I could switch the model to 3. If I switch the model to 3, it's now going to get a lot better because it's using advanced reasoning. So GPT-4 is kind of good at most things, what everybody can use all the time, but it's also filled with a lot of people using it who don't know how to use ChatGPT well. And so it can kind of give you this generic slop, even with your custom GPT, which is definitely annoying. So if I switch it to O3, it will definitely do a better job. I'm only on the $20 plan though, and I use O3 a lot, and there is a limit to how much you can use it. So I won't bother using it right now to show you the difference, but just trust me there, play with it yourself. Now, to create your custom GPT. So if you're watching this and you're like, yeah, but I want to learn how to do that, you're going to go into the Convert Labs community, go under resources, which is over here on the left-hand side. You'll see resources, and you'll see within the community, we have over 700 people in here. There are a ton of resources in here. So there's a janitorial contract for those of you that want to do janitorial. How do we do our pricing? What products should we use? Like whatever. Somebody has already shared it. It's amazing. But I did a workshop recently, just a few months ago, showing exactly how to build your custom GPT. So if this is interesting to you and you're like, I want to save hours of time coming up with this on my own, then jump in, join us, say hello. We love to meet you. You know, there's a ton of amazing people you'll notice in here that are more than happy to share. And when you get in, you know, like, can someone help me with 5-star reviews? So people do that a lot. And then, you know, if you have struggles with your Google My Business profile, you know, are you using Facebook ads? Like, it's all in here. There's no advertising in here. It's just genuinely people that own cleaning companies and are happy to help. So hopefully this helps you. This particular client that I was dealing with yesterday did end up totally happy. The clean took 7 hours. So even though I said it was going to be 9 or 10, it took 7 hours. So they were really happy with both the price and with the clean itself. The cleaner did a phenomenal job. She made over $300 because we paid her 60% of what we charged the client. So she's happy at the end of the day. All of this turns into a win-win-win. Is it annoying to deal with this? Abso-freaking-lutely. Do we wish people were cleaner and treated cleaners with more respect, like didn't leave them with that kind of a disaster to clean? Absolutely. But everybody lives in different ways, and that's okay. So it's really about setting yourself up for success, thinking through these things, and just dealing with it.